Hey guys, what's up? It's your boy Phil Shocker 96 Hedgehog here, and I had realized I never did a recap video for Cap, and figured I'd do a quick recap video because this is like a league that has been going out for a while now, and last time you saw me play this match, Cap League, I got screwed over. I wasn't gonna make playoffs. There was no way I would have, unless they 6-0, I would have had a shot, but I was robbed of the opportunity to get Celesteela kills, so I'm very sad about that. But figured I'd do a quick. I have the wrong mon on there. I'll talk about that second there. But yeah, so it was a hectic season. I didn't quite know how I was doing with cap mons, and it was a nice experience. It was like doing AAA before first time, where you're using Pokemon with different abilities and stuff like that. It was a great time. I really enjoyed it. It was a really fun season for that. Same as this. It was a fun season, and hey, I got to be with the boys. My boys D Ray, John, Owen, Kurt for the 1 week. But he was going through some stuff, which thankfully he's gotten back and he's doing well now. So shout out to one of the goats there in Kurt. And there was Poise. There was Josh, of course, Ultra Player, one of the main anime weebs and authors of it, essentially. But yeah, we're gonna go over our team this season and go over the pros and cons of what the Mountains did for us this season, and go over that. I'm always gonna try to make this video as quick as possible because again, it's a season that happened like so long ago now that I better just make sure I get this video. And I usually like to do this for full seasons, which we had before. So, if you guys are excited, excuse me, leave a like if you excuse me. If you haven't already, subscribe if you're new, join the Phil Shocker today because you're filling with the king of the crew. And I did not mean to plan for those burps to go in and out like that. And that like that one too. So real quick, let's get it off. And first off, Kecleon never had a chance, man. I almost was willing to meme and bring him in my last week, just so I brought everyone, but it was a chance I actually could make playoffs, so I decided not to. Believe it or not, Lando was kind of a disappointment for us. I think it's just because of how I used Lando. Like I said, I haven't really used Landorus before, besides the one time, and he was on my championship that one time. I never got a chance to draft him ever again. So, if anything, this taught me that if I'm going to use Landorus, I have to learn to be better with how I want to prepare my Landorus and how I want to work this Pokemon going further. So, I still think Landorus is a really great Mon. And off of some Scarlet and Violet news I heard, I got some shenanigans. But I won't explain what those are unless you want to figure out yourself. But overall though, I do love Landers. I think Landers is my favorite. One of my it's actually a tie between all three of them actually. They're all very good. I think just for ground typing and the name Gara, like come on, doesn't that sound like perfect for the thing? But Landers, I think next time around, I hope to get a better shot with him and hopefully be able to figure out what I want to do with him next time. But overall, really like Landorus, even though he only got one kill this season. But surprisingly enough, Guzzlord did better than Landorus. Which means, I mean, when Addison, aka Aquarius, tells you Guzzlord's a goat and is a good mon, you gotta listen to her. You gotta listen to her. So, but overall, I do think Guzzlord's really good. I think he's really, very under like used a lot of times. Looks like he'll never be back in Scarlet and Violet, which would be sad. But from what I think I've heard, I don't know. Don't quote me on that. But in Nat Dex's, I think when you don't include Hidden Power and stuff like that, Guzzlord is a slept-on Pokemon. I think without Hidden Power, this thing actually can be proven scary because Hidden Power Fairy, which I think that's even not even a thing actually. But without hidden powers, some mons don't get access to coverage and stuff like that for this mon, so it's like that for a reason. But I overall think Guzzlord's pretty cool. I think there's a lot of unique opportunities, and Guzzlord almost was popping off for us in 1 week because Guzzlord was a big threat against the team, and I was really happy to see how Guzzlord was going to be doing the work here. But overall, though, I definitely think Guzzlord's really good. I definitely think if you're wanting to try something in low tiers and you want to experiment with some stuff, definitely grab Guzzlord. It's really fun. It's very unique, and the fact to go mix with physical and special, it's pretty interesting. I definitely think Guzzlord's worth the try. Now let's get into our 6 Mons. Our 1 Mon was actually a Mon I felt like could have really popped off even more for us, but really, really was good here. That was Mega Altaria. I think I used Mega Altaria okay. I definitely won't say I used it perfectly. I think I used it. Okay, I think the problem with Altaria is that you sometimes are really strapped on terms of move sets and stuff like that for Altaria. I definitely think that. Overall, I really enjoy Mega Altaria. It might be one of those mons I use in Nat Dex leagues again, because it's just a super slept on Pokemon. Like, just be able to be so versatile and being defensive, offensive, and just mixed, and overall just a solidly good Pokemon. Awesome choices. Awesome choices. Up next being Cinderace. No surprise there. This is one of the, I guess you could say, bad bunnies. Why are you making cricket noises? Stop judging me. I'm just kidding. But Cinderace, I love Cinderace. Cinderace, every time I use it, it's always sometimes a mixed bag, and at times it's popping for me, sometimes it's dropping for me, if you could say. But overall, I think Cinderace is very great. I think Cinderace is going to be a amazing Pokemon to use because of the fact that speed and offense is really good. I really do wish though I can have. I might take a little break from Cinderace because I sometimes do really well with them. Then I start dropping the ball when I try picking them up again after a while. So I might take a little break from Cinderace, who knows? But overall, this is an amazing Pokemon. Definitely worth drafting. It was definitely worth picking up when I had the opportunity to. Now, this is not regular Slowking, which I will eventually want to try, though. I do want to eventually try Slowking first. But this is now Kirby, one of the MVPs, I feel like. And that is Galar Slowking. And as always, as it's always proven, Galar Slowking is so good. I do wish I would take off the life orb and put Shuka Berry on that one match against, I believe it was Savage. If I had put Shuka Berry on that one, I think I would have had a chance to win the game. Because Shuka Berry, I would have Sludge Wave as a trick, Sludge Wave. I definitely think I would have, and I think it was burned or paralyzed, but Sludge Wave there. I generally think I would have won that game 1-0, and I would have had probably a good fighting chance then going against Poise for a playoff spot if I was lucky. So there definitely were a couple of games I definitely think I could have and should have. No, it was not Savage. It was who was it? Oh, who was it? Oh, I gotta think about this. Bick. I think it was Bick that was his name. Bick was the one I was going because Bick got the one where he if I didn't have that and that, I would have won. Savage had the one the Cyclone, which damn, that thing was bulky. But anyways, Slowking. I honestly do think it's a good Pokemon. 100% worth drafting. 10 out of 10 worth would draft again. Again, this is my only second time properly using Slowking, so I'm definitely going to want to keep experimenting with Slowking because it is such a good Pokemon. It is so good, and this does make me want to try regular Slowking and see how good it is, and then compare the two and who do I like more. Obviously, I think for right now, Galar King, with having a championship under his name, thing fits for it, and he is literally the mascot of Galar's Champions. Man, come on. Up next is the Mon that probably would have been the kill leader for our team and would have been the All Star MVP, but got screwed over by hacks, and that is our boy Celesteela. I definitely think this was a rough go for Celesteela for me this time around. I just did not get the ball rolling with Celesteela for some weird reason. I don't know if it's because people was really planned ahead with the Celesteela sets. I don't know if they just took advantage of how I ran the Celesteela or whatever. But they just knew how to just beat my Celesteela and take care of it so easily. So I don't know. But overall, though, Celesteela was still a fun mon. I do cherish it very much. And overall, it's a solid Pokemon. I really do think it was robbed of the opportunity for the sweep that it clearly earned against Poise. But yeah, it was just never. It was never doomed to win. But I did love Celesteela, and I still love Celesteela to this day. It is one of my favorite. It's up there for my favorite Ultra Beast, probably, to use in Draft League. And it's just so good, dude. It's just a monster. And I cannot wait to hopefully get another chance to use it in the future. Tomahawk. Now, this was honestly, if it wasn't for the fact how Zeraora performed, you know what? You know what? You know what? We're gonna do this. We'll talk about Tomahawk later. Zeraora. I felt like I redeemed myself a little bit with Zeraora because it was popping off throughout the season. Technically speaking, it was our kill leader on the kill leader board with the 5 and 6. But if you want to talk about, statistics and stuff like that, it was our second highest mon. And I think this was redemption for me because I've been sometimes fallen off on using Zeraora, and this is one of my favorite electric types, if not the favorite electric type to use in Draft League. So overall, thoroughly enjoyed Zeraora, loved it to bits, and now I really do wish that I could have been a little more creative with my sets maybe and try to been a little less, you know, this and that. I do wish I kind of changed some sets back looking back at the matchups and stuff like that. So it is what it is. I can't really change it. So overall though, I enjoyed Zero Aura. Haven't got to use it in so long. So had fun with it. It was awesome. Now let's talk about the MVP. The Mon that was given to me by D Ray himself. And it was thanks to D Ray that was willing to give me this Mon so I can have at least one Cap on my team. So I wouldn't be the only person that didn't have one. My boy D Ray hooked me up with Tomahawk and it worked out perfectly. And honest to God, I actually was so surprised with this. I was really risking this because we were having already quite a bit of flying types on the team and stuff like that. And then I think another fighting type possibly, or just basically like strong physical offense. But Tomahawk surprised me. It was such a good Pokemon, dude. It was very strong. It was very good, and overall provided such great aspects of its offense for the team. So again, gotta give a massive shout outs to my boy D-Ray of the San Diego Snugglers because if it wasn't for D-Ray, I probably would not have been able to get back or have a shot getting back into this fight without this trade I had on the team. Probably would not have gotten me my week one victory or would have possibly almost came in the clutch in the last week as well. So overall, massive shout outs to D-Ray because he was the big goat there to help us out with this. And overall, shout outs to Tomahawk because it was a fine Mon. It was one of the higher ranked Mons out there, and I found out why. He's so good. And this might definitely, if Owen and Kurt do this again, might just need to pick this thing up again. Might just need to. But yeah, that's the season of the Cap League, guys. That was our run. Thank you to Owen and Kurt for inviting me into the season. Truly means a lot to be able to hang out with you guys and be able to party with you guys. But yeah, I can't wait for Gen 9 to come out and I'm ready to kick your guys' butts in Gen 9. I'm just kidding. Or am I? But yeah, I will see you guys all I will be having at least one more upload and it'll be a tournament run I'm currently doing right now. I haven't been able to really do anything with my tournament run just because everyone is not doing their battles. Anyone is not doing anything else to get the league going with. So I don't know if the tournament's gonna be over or not. But based on what happens, if I find out about anything, I'll put all the battles I have on there all in together one video, and that'll be the last battling of Gen 8. Or in this case, Nat Dex, but basically Gen 8 battling before we move on to Gen 9, which is next week, which is so awesome. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching. Like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. And until next time, guys, peace.